Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. Breaking the 65, 66, 67 level. Bitcoin's enormous bullish momentum continues, all in one day. $68,000. According to some, the next price point is $72,000. Meanwhile, the Blackrock Ethereum ETF has been delayed by scumbag regulator Gary Gensler. What does this mean? And in the SEC Coinbase insider trading case, Gary is also receiving a favorable verdict from a judge. The XRP litigation and the secondary token sales on exchanges are two areas where this has major implications. We will dissect this and a lot more besides. Holy cow! It cracked 6,566.67 currently. $68,000. It has reached an incredible $68,532 as of this recording. It keeps going parabolic, folks. And I don't care how much you analyze it or what you think about it. If it was following previous cycles, it would have pulled back a long time ago. That's not to say the bull market is over. It's just establishing support levels. Take a look at the green candles on the daily chart. In addition to completely disproving all of the Fibonacci models, in which a retracement is typically indicated, the price action shows no signs of stopping either. This is what one expert crypto analyst has to say. Breaking news. After waiting 5 days, Bitcoin's price shatters the $66,000 mark, bringing us closer to our target of $72,500, the next all-time high. This is gaining so much traction. People are buying it, and he appears to be right here, at that price. It may once again encounter its rejection point, forming a local top for the time being before retracing, establishing support levels, and eventually rising again. Now, I was considering a local peak of 50,000 and a subsequent pullback of 35,000. Bitcoin is clearly overvalued. It is currently rising faster than expected. Nobody anticipated this, particularly in the lead up to the halving. In my opinion, support might be found at approximately 50,000 or 60,000 if it were to hit 72,500 and then retrace. Plus, that's going to be perfectly typical and good for you. Please take this into consideration. But listen, Bitcoin has the potential to shock everyone, do anything it wants, and reach $100,000. So, be prepared. Get your strategy down on paper and follow it if you intend to cash out at $90,000 or $100,000. Like I am. Obviously not related to money matters. Just stay away from the emotional ups and downs. Okay? Am I correct? Oh my. What if it climbs any higher? If you're profitable, then what's the harm in taking a hit if my gains are lower? That is the objective. I assure you, nobody ever calls a top dog. Nobody has a crystal ball, including you. Following your plan and pocketing the profits is the way to go. It is quite remarkable what is happening. Google Trends also shows that retail interest is on the rise once again. It appears that Bitcoin-related Google searches are on the rise again, which could signal the arrival of a local peak since it suggests retail investment is making a comeback. However, exchange-traded funds, ETFs, persist in removing Bitcoin from the market, according to Bloomberg's Eric Beltunis, who was on my podcast not long ago. The 10 Bitcoin ETFs are almost certain to have their second highest trading volume day today. It would appear that last week's dramatic increase in trade activity was more of a new normal than an outlier. Therefore, I have been stating that this will not slow down, due to the current education of the RAS and wealth managers. It will only grow in size. So, that's the procedure, isn't it? The advertising is happening. Hey RAs, come buy our ETFs and put your clients' funds in our ETFs. BlackRock, Fidelity, Wisdom, and everyone else will be promoting this to you. This is, thus, a very early stage. This is it. With a total of almost $5 billion. Today was the second highest volume day for the 10 indexes. According to Eric, by myself, I've bid over $11 billion in AUM and $4 billion. This is unbelievable, guys. Each of them has increased by more than 30% in just 6 days, which should help keep the flow going. Additionally, I have been a part of this market during many bull runs. Especially at this early stage. I have never witnessed anything like this. Yeah, I'm aware that the cliche is that this time is different before Bitcoin ever had anything distinctive in this cycle. Still, I can't declare that this time is different just yet. Well, I'll have to wait a bit longer before making any firm judgments. But looking at things from a micro perspective during this time, I can tell you that something is different. It's incredible, mind-blowing stuff. These are the opinions of some Twitter users. I agree with what James Lavage stated. And the conclusion is that Bitcoin ETFs were not priced in. People were attempting to imply that they are priced in, but it was obvious that they weren't. The podcast's guest this week, Haley Lennon, predicted that Bitcoin would soon reach new all-time highs. All good news is around you. Folks, Gemini is rewarding users. Bitcoin is returning to its unchained state. Vector-freed sentencing is happening later this month, and nature is healing. Last week, we discussed the Gemini news, and tonight, with its momentum, Bitcoin could break its all-time high. It's almost there, dude. Tonight, I may not be able to sleep at all. Observing this is merely thrilling, fantastic, incredible. Here we will examine the most popular coins currently trending on social media. Allow me to update the chart so that I can provide you with the most up-to-date information. The most recent update was 35 minutes ago. And it's little wonder Bitcoin has the most positive emotion. You are aware that the primary coins were still appearing here, but you also knew that the dog with the hat was at number 3 and that there was a strong desire for Phantom at number 2. I find it hilarious that there are meme coins floating around. The fourth, the price of Floki and other meme coins is 5 Bitcoin Cash Boo, Solana at 6, and Litecoin at 7. I despise that aspect of 8 Polka, on the dot, and Honesty in the 10th. Those are the most popular tokens right now, and the general consensus is that they're great. Some people are pessimistic, but the positives much outweigh the negatives. This is a filing that Blackrock made with the SEC, and it contains some additional intriguing ETF news. As a result, according to Macroscope, Wall Street corporations are still requesting Bitcoin ETF exposure for their internal investment funds. BlackRock submitted their Strategic Income Possibilities portfolio to the SEC after today's trade closed, so you can expect to see a lot of this in the months to come. A quotation from the document is present here. Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, that hold Bitcoin directly or attempt to do so through holding Bitcoin may be necessary for the fund's operations. One such ETF is a Bitcoin ETF2 sponsored by a BlackRock affiliate. No rest for the weary. As I've mentioned before, we're just in the beginning. They intend to train wealth managers and RIAs, sell this to the masses, and create supplementary products based on ETFs. Keep in mind that this is just Bitcoin at the moment. All coins will be available when Ethereum ETF launches. Alright, I know what some of you are thinking. Okay, so the SEC postponed the Ethereum ETF today. The only question now is when Gary will postpone it, not if. Naturally, we will bring it up in conversation. However, in due time, a variety of products will be available, including currency baskets and various altcoin exchange-traded funds. There will be an influx of substantial funds. What's going on is just astounding. BitGo is our sponsor, and they had a quick message for us. For anyone in need of a cryptocurrency wallet or custodian, BitGo is a great option. With Web 2.0 and 1.0 legend Mike Belushi at the helm, BitGo has weathered multiple bear markets. Many of the leading companies in the field are utilizing them. Among their many clients are Pantera Capital, Bitstamp, the Bitcoin Exchange, Dan Morehead, Maple Finance, Rain, and a host of others. They also act as custodians for several Bitcoin ETFs. Once again, Bitcoin has my complete support due of their insurance policy. I have interviewed Mike Bell on numerous occasions, and they have multiple layers of protection. That interview has probably been viewed by many of you. Among their many features are a variety of wallet types, including hot, custodial, self-managed, cold, and NFT wallets, among many more. The people providing this custodial service are top-notch. Bitcode is a great resource for more information. The description is where you can find the link. The BlackRock Ethereum ETF proposal has been postponed once again by the SEC and its head regulator, Gary Gensler. According to the report, this delay was anticipated. as the attention had already been set on possible ETFs. This could cause a holdup, delaying the approval of many Ethereum ETFs by the SEC. Unfortunately, we are dealing with a scumbag regulator, so we will have to keep an eye on his actions. That is the end of the video. Do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Muchas gracias. Depart.